Welcome back to Sam Spade Always Gets Her Man. Follow Sam Spade as she protects right from wrong, good from bad, the pure from the shady, the purebred from the Parisian mongrel. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy Episode 5, Dinner for Two, on Sam Spade Always Gets Her Man.
Theodore Humper, that's what I'm talking about. Despite his last name, Theodore was a beautiful man, the kind of man that makes your happy heart skip another beat when his eyes caress your face. After my meeting with my nemesis, Grotesque Mind, I was on the hunt for a few of those caresses. I wanted to feel attractive again, and even though Theodore was engaged to be married to Gorgeous Mind, I felt a connection with him that had nothing to do with the money he promised to pay me when I found her. So I sent him a message to meet me at Mickey's Diner over a late dinner so we could discuss the case. There were some things that didn't quite sit right with me, not the least of which was Grotesque's presence in Theodore's life. Twilight is a time of day when it starts becoming harder to see, so I headed back to the bright lights of Mickey's Diner on a quest to see better. Hey guys, how's it hanging, George? Shut up, Paul. Oh no, you didn't, Jimmy. Just give it a rest, the rest of you. And Floozy was there as usual, like nothing had happened.
Hi, Sam. Back again?
Hi, Floozy. Don't you ever go home?
Not if I can help it.
Why not?
You have never been to my place, Sam.
Never.
It's a dump, trust me.
I know how you feel, Floozy. I know how you feel. Floozy fixed me with a quizzical look.
What can I do for you, Sam?
Is Theodore Humper here? Have you seen him? I left him a message to meet me here so we can discuss the case.
Haven't seen him. Have a seat, I'll send you when he comes. If he comes.
Oh, he'll come. If he knows what's good for him, he'll come.
You seem sure you know what kind of guy he is, and what's good for him.
I seem sure because I am sure. I'm always sure.
Like I said, have a seat. Your usual is open, I'll send him on. If.
Okay, thanks. I mean, really, what was up with her? Just a little much tood, if you ask me. As I walked away, I heard the bells go on the front door. I turned and caught a glimpse of Johnson coming in. I would have hung back, but the boys were watching me. What follows is what I imagined took place.
Floozy!
Johnson?
He's coming. He'll be here shortly.
Grotesque? He's coming here?
Worse. Theodore. He said he was coming here. I thought you should be warned.
Why? It's just Theodore. He's the nobody fiancé. Big deal. I know what I know.
You don't know, Floozy. You don't. He's a killer. Not just some innocent kid. He's a stone-cold killer. Wrapped up in a pretty package, but rotten on the inside.
Really? He seems like such a nice kid.
He kills for fun. A Class A sociopath. I know. At first I thought it was all innocence and above board. Now I'm not so sure anymore.
What about Grotesque Mind? Does he know?
He does.
He's going to let Theodore marry his only daughter anyway?
Of course he is. Having a sociopath for his son-in-law suits him. He thinks Theodore will contribute. I mean, that's all any of us can do, right? Contribute to society?
I'm not sure.
Shh.
What?
He's here. He mustn't see me.
Here, hide behind this curtain.
Excuse me, ma'am? Floozy?
Yes, sir?
I'm looking for a Miss Spade. She's expecting me.
Right this way, sir.
Is that Johnson? Johnson, what are you doing here?
Having dinner in the diner, naturally.
Were you hiding behind that curtain?
Of course not. I was merely looking for the restroom. Excuse me, I see it now. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Very strange. Johnson is a vegetarian. There are no vegetarian options on Mickey's menu, that I know of. Was he talking to you when I came in?
We were just discussing the vegetarian options that aren't yet on the menu. Come this way.
Thanks.
Anyway, that's the way I imagined it happened in retrospect. Johnson, Floozy, Theodore, all of it.
Gentlemen to see you, Sam.
Theodore, thanks for coming. Thanks, Floozy, you've been helpful.
My pleasure, I'm sure.
And with that, she left us alone. So, Theodore, it's been an interesting day.
I wouldn't know. I've been pining for my fiancée all day. I've been so mournful. I've barely been able to do a thing. I tried lounging on my divan and eating bonbons, but it didn't work. I can't eat, I can't drink, I can't enjoy sex. Have you found her yet, Sam? Have you found Gorgeous?
Not as such. And Theodore hid his face in his well-shaped arms. His shoulders gently heaved, his hair spread everywhere. He was a wreck, and so endearing. Oh, are you crying? Don't cry, Theodore. I'll find her. I'll find Gorgeous. You need to give me more time.
I don't have any more time, Sam. I'm lonely, I'm desolate, I'm horny, I'm barren. You should have the police declare her dead. That way I can just move on.
I resisted the urge to fling myself at him. I've never been so entranced with another creature. Theodore started to play with his table knife, fidgeting. You don't have to be lonely, Theodore. It takes time to find Gorgeous, but just a moment to find me. I can help with all those things. Yes, even being barren, which is a strange thing for a man to say, but I can help you with that. Even that. I'm sorry. Am I blathering?
Not blathering, Samantha, never blathering.
You call me Samantha.
May I do that?
Yes. Oh, yes. Theodore, can I be frank here?
Samantha, please, be frank.
Theodore, I could be more to you than just a lowly private eye. For you, oh, I could be so much more.
Samantha, really? What could you be?
Theodore, could we stop with the name thing now?
Oh, Samantha, could we please stop now?
Absolutely. I just wanted to say that I could be your everything. I could be all you ever wanted.
All I ever wanted? Really?
Yes, indeedy. I could be your wife, your sister, your lover, your corpse. Theodore dropped his knife. It bounced off the table and landed on the floor. He bent to retrieve it. Could I be those things for you, my love?
No shit.
Yes, I believe I could. Although I don't know why I just said corpse.
I love it, darling. Don't change it.
Okay.
Samantha, do you want to be a corpse? Do you hunger for this? Long for it?
I'm not sure. What was the question? Shouldn't we order dinner first?
Good point. Let's get some dinner and discuss it after. I'm starving.
That sounds good. Floozy! Floozy appeared at my left elbow, her face shiny with a soft gleam of sweat.
Sorry for the wait, folks. We're a bit busy. What can I get you to drink, Sam?
I'll take a Bud Light. Ice cold. What would you like, Theodore?
Chianti, a bottle. 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Please.
Very good. I'll be back for your orders in a moment.
A Chianti. How very sexy, Theodore.
A Bud Light. How very immature, Samantha.
What, you don't like beer?
I do like beer. I don't like swill. But that's for another time.
Theodore smirked at me with his best come hither, hot wench look.
What did you want to talk to me about?
Gorgeous.
Ah, yes.
Yes, were you aware, for example, that Gorgeous's last name is mine?
Certainly, I knew. We were engaged, after all. I thought it was a beautiful allegory, and loved her all the more for it. She does have a wonderful mind, you see.
Damn. Theodore shook his mane irritably, and it cascaded back to perfection when he ceased. Damn.
Are we back to that now?
Back to what?
Nothing. Know that nothing you say could change the way I feel about Gorgeous.
And did you know that Grotesque Mind is Gorgeous's father?
Ah. So?
And did you know that Grotesque Mind is suspected of being a kingpin of crime in the city?
Damn.
Excuse me?
Damn all kingpins of crime. They're so blatantly criminal.
I know, right? Theodore leaned back in his chair, seemingly casual, his hands folded behind his head, the picture of placidly easy comfort. but his next question betrayed a certain uneasiness.
So, you were saying something about Grotesque Mind, my fiancé's father?
I believe all crime in the city emanates from the center of Grotesque Mind's web of corruption, graft, murder, and mayhem. Did you know this? Did you participate in any way?
Let's go back to your place.
What did you have in mind, hot stuff?
Sex. Hot, dangerous sex.
Wow, I did not see that coming. Okay, let's go.
And here are your drinks. Do you know what you would like to have to eat this evening?
Yes, I am starving.
But Theodore, dear, I thought we were leaving.
Leaving. I just brought you drinks.
We are leaving. Just let me get this quickly. I'm starving to death.
To death? Well, then by all means order away. Theodore leaned into the space between he and Floozy, his enthusiasm bubbling over as he described his ideal meal.
I would like your best cut of meat, seared on the hottest part of the grill for 30 seconds on each side, served oozing blood from the bare knife. Cost is no obstacle if it's done right.
And for a vegetable?
Asparagus, naturally newly thrust up from the surface of the spring soil, tender and succulent, and strong enough to make my pee smell funny.
And for starch?
Who needs it? Ah, but if you insist, potatoes mashed until smooth, buttered on sour creme without a hint of garlic, if you please.
Excellent. Sam, for you?
Oh, I'll take the seared tuna special. Thanks, Floozy.
Thank you. Mickey, order up 1 filet barely burned with an ooze, stalks and tots a la moo minus the vamp juice, and 1 tuna seared on the greens.
I'm so hungry. I hope the food comes quickly.
Yeah, me too. And then Miss P dropped by.
Sam, time to go. Hello, Theodore. Nice to see you again. Time to go. Sorry.
Punny what are you doing? Theodore and I are having dinner.
Actually, I realize that, but we have a business to attend to. Not to mention your night shift at Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, you've got to do that as well. So, yeah, we need to go. Like, now.
But, Miss P, as soon as we finish here, Theodore and I are going back to my place to do the sexiful thing, so you can't bother me right now. I need this.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Sorry about that. Better luck next time.
Miss P, are you stalking me?
Possibly.
Is this something that I can help with?
You stay out of this. Frankly, I wouldn't let you anywhere near my employer with the instincts you got. You're a sick, sick man. Not that all men aren't sick to some extent, but you really take the cake. So back off!
Is there anything wrong? Can I help?
Theodore stood suddenly, furiously kicking his chair back so it banged up against the table behind us.
As a matter of fact, Floozy, I'm gonna take my dinner to go, if you don't mind. I'm being abandoned, for your information, and it's been almost 90 seconds since I ordered it. That must mean my dinner's cooked sufficiently by now. Wrap it up to go in styrofoam and I'll take it with me.
But Theodore...
Sorry to order and run, Miss Spade, but I forgot that I've got a project on. I've been, folding my knit sweaters, actually. I really need to get back to it. Thanks for all you're doing and you're going to do for me. You're acquitting yourself fabulously, and I don't mind telling you that I'm sure you will crack this case in a matter of hours, if not days or weeks. Toodles!
And then he was gone. Toodles?
I know! What a strange thing to say. What can it mean? Probably nothing, right? It probably means nothing.
On the contrary, my thick fellow crime stopper, it means a lot.
But what does it mean, Sam?
Later. Quickly, we've got to get back to the office. Although, if what I suspect is true, we may already be too late.
The office? Why do we need to go to the office at this hour? And what's the rush?
To wait for Grotesque Mind's summons.
You mean we're going to—
Exactly. We are going to hurry up and wait.
I'd rather watch paint dry.
If my suspicions are correct, you may get your wish. Floozy appeared at my left elbow.
Hey, wait a minute, Sam. Who's going to cover the check?
Damn. He did not do that to me.
He did.
He's a killer. What do you expect?
What did you say, Miss P?
I ran into Johnson Johnson, who just appeared next to me on the street. He told me to be careful with Theodore and to warn you. He suspects that Theodore killed Pussycat and took her velvet purse. Apparently, Theodore is not only tremendously good looking, he also kills people for fun. Johnson Johnson just thought we should know.
I believe that Johnson Johnson is correct. Be careful, Sam. Your life may be in danger.
Yes, it's all starting to make sense now. Come on, Miss P, we've got to get back to the office. I'm expecting a phone call. Floozy, put it on my tab.
Oh, that's just perfect.
Good night, Flooz.
Whatever.
Oh.
Life can be a tricky enterprise. Just when you think your bed is made, complete with a sexy hot bod to boot, your secretary shows up and ruins everything. I'm not being philosophical here, I'm being realistic. Because it really happened. No, you simply can't count on anything happening the way you want it to. Of course, the savvy listener will ask, is Miss P just getting you back for her loused up nighttime encounters with Floozy? Answer, I haven't the foggiest. But it did cross my mind more than once.
Next time, who the sex whales for? Will Sam never get laid? Will Miss P just always function as a spoiled sport? What exactly does client privilege mean? What does Sam have up her sleeve back at the office? A new AC unit for Miss P? Wasn't that back in episode 2? Tune in next time for the answers to these questions and some that never occurred to you on Sam Spade Always Gets Her Man. Sam Spade Always Gets Her Man was written by Robin MacDuffie and directed by Andrew Mannion. This episode, Dinner for Two, featured an order of appearance. Sarah Wright as Sam Spade, Helen Smith as Floozy, Pat Morrison as Johnson Johnson, Sanjeev Sundaram as Theodore, and Lauren West as Miss Punnymoney. Stage managed by Chloe Savage. Sound design, recording, and editing by Maya Gimpler. Sam Spade Always Gets Her Man is a production of Union College Department of Theater and Dance in Schenectady, New York. Randy Wyatt, Department Chair. Find us on Facebook and Instagram at UN College Theater.